What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Slab Stocks Sundays here on the Slab Stocks YouTube channel while we are looking at the PWCC Weekly Auction. Of course, this show is powered by PWCC, and I am here joined by Nate, who is this 2 weeks in a row is wearing a hockey shirt?
It's the comfiest one, and it's a little bit rainy today, and it's newly my most comfy sweatshirt. So,
also newly the next team to make the playoffs that didn't have a team before. They officially are in the playoffs.
hey, you know why they made the playoffs? Because I bought this.
Oh my gosh, I'm sure that's why. All the Kraken players knew that Nathan Rodabaugh bought a sweatshirt and said, let's make the playoffs.
That's right.
Happy Easter, everyone out there that celebrates, and we are excited to be here doing another show. And yes, you might have noticed within the last week, it feels like longer ago than that, but we haven't had a show since this happened. There is a makeover here, clearly, on the auction page. So there's a lot of people in the chat right now. Actually, tons of people showed up here early, ready to go. I appreciate y'all coming. Jordan, Nick, Tom, Kevin, DJ Quicksilver, Asian Punk, Dan, and Down on the Farm. Appreciate y'all being here.
Can confirm I was not on the toilet.
Nate was not, in case that was a question. And yeah, Hank says, Nate in a hockey sweater. Here we are. And this is the first episode since PWCC has updated the website. And I want you all in the comments to leave us your feedback on this, or even leave PWCC your feedback on this, because I'd like to share whatever you all write in the comments for those of you that come here and watch weekly, or if you bid on the auction weekly, or if you sell in the auction. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Feedback is always a good thing, and no matter if it's bad or good, because either way, it's good as hey, let's keep doing it. Bad as well, maybe something to consider. But just want to see the feedback from the people who are used to using the auction platform. Obviously, the coloring is a lot different. It's very, very white. There's a set 3 amount of cards per row now, and all the filters are on the left side. It 100% will be taking some getting used to for myself. This is go ahead, Nate.
Have you tried doing more than 24 items?
I have, except I'm not going to do it right now because with the streaming, it could really screw this up while streaming. But why? Why do you ask?
Just because in the previous iteration of this website, past 24 items did not work well for me.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it works better now.
96 works for me now. It does work for me. It did work for me before too. And then have some comments come in for you guys. Thank you for providing some feedback. Keep going if you all want to. But Pat B says, Nate, Jordan Walker strikes again. I have a feeling this is going to be an ongoing problem.
Hey, he can keep striking as long as the Cardinals keep losing.
That is true. The Cardinals did win yesterday. I wasn't in attendance at yesterday's game. I was also in attendance at Friday's game, though, and I saw Jordan Walker hit his second career home run yesterday. Very nice player. He had multiple hits this series.
Yeah, he's impressive.
Definitely. Sounds like desktop version good, mobile version not so much. Jordan says, I like the old layout better, felt a little cleaner. Am I missing sort by latest? You mean like sort by the latest added? Recently added, I assuming is the new name for it. But there is all the same amount of items at any time. There's over 13,000 different items, and almost 14,000 different items at any time. Some real monsters out there, including these two Pat Mahomes big cards here, which we'll talk about in a bit. And the other thing I was going to say is that tonight we are doing another special episode of debates where Nate and I both get assigned a card, and we'll pull up our different reasonings, or explain our different reasonings for why one is better than the other, no matter which card we get. You bet, Max. We're gonna get relegated. I can't wait. Nate, we're gonna be the first team ever to win the Champions League and get relegated in the same season.
Dude, you lost to Wolverhampton today?
Oh, yesterday. It was real bad. It was real bad. Yeah, it was not good. It was tough to watch, I'd say. Tough on the eyes. Today's match, though, Arsenal-Liverpool. I'm sure you couldn't watch it, Nate, with everything you had going on. But, dude, it was one of the best Premier League matches I've seen. It was electric. Literally end-to-end stuff the entire time. It was so much fun.
So are you ready to change fandoms for the rest of this year?
No, that's not even close to happening ever. But, Nate, check this out. Aaron Ramsdale, goalkeeper, absolute beast, man. He made some massive.
I heard he had amazing saves down the stretch to keep it tied.
Yeah, he had 2 saves in the last 3 or 4 minutes that literally saved the entire game, and it would have been devastating stuff. But I don't know if you know this, Nate. Now that it was a draw today, if City wins the rest of the games, including beating Arsenal, and keep the same goal differential, City wins the title. So really, they control their own destiny from here now.
Because they have to beat Arsenal, so Arsenal really controls their own destiny.
Both of them do. Both of them control their own destiny pretty much. But to have them be able to do that is worse than before.
It's true.
All right. Moving on to some debates, and let us know if anyone has anything. No, Max.
It did kind of sound like he was wavering a little bit in that he was being very complimentary to Arsenal.
I said today's match was really good.
Pretty complimentary.
And then Ramsdale had some great saves. If anyone says he doesn't, then you're just a liar.
Sounds like you're a big Ramsdale fan.
I'm not a liar.
Reading between the lines means you're an Arsenal fan?
Not a liar. Also, just that save on Salah was crazy. And also, Salah missed the target for the second consecutive penalty in a row. Only 2 times he's done in his career. He did it twice in a row. Literally didn't even hit the bar or the post or whatever. Just completely missed it. All right, but we're going to get this going here. Let us know in the comments if you have anything that you're selling tonight. I'd love to look them up and share them out there. Yes, the thumbnail says big Reds ending tonight, which is true. There are some monster Reds ending tonight, including this Max Verstappen, which is a PSA 5 and other Bowman Chrome Autos Reds. But I did switch the title at last second to get some debates going versus just talking about Reds. So first debate we're going to have, Nate and I are going to get randomly assigned 2 different cards. I will be number 1, Nate. You will be number 2. And whichever card we get, we have to defend our case for why it is a better card for like 2 minutes, and then we will let the people chip into the comments with who they think had a better argument. So here we go. I'm number 1, Nate's number 2, of course. And contenders, I get to defend why the cracked ice is better than that flawless. I'll go first. I'm pretty confident in this bad boy. I'm happy I got this one. So they're both sitting around the exact same number right now, $30,000 for this contenders cracked ice. The flawless is at $29,000. All I got to say about this is that contenders is the cream of the crop for football. Flawless, yes, a nice set. Yes, it's really nice for basketball, I'd say specifically. But contenders, there is nothing better because of that Tom Brady rookie autograph, which is the biggest football card of all time, one of the biggest sports cards of all time. And this Mahomes is from the contenders set, but it's also the cracked ice variation, which when it comes to contenders autos, they're starting to make more and more and more. And as we know, that gets way more annoying as time goes on. But the nice thing is that the cracked ice, it's always there every year since about 2012. I want to say when Andrew Luck was a rookie. So not since 2000, but it's a really good addition, I'd say. Numbered out 25 here, 30 grand. This card for sure, I'd say is better than the floss. And I'd rather have this one too. Everyone will always look for contenders, cracked ice, even in basketball as well. And I love this card. I think it's a much better buy for that reason.
I mean, if I'm just supposed to pretend to ignore the whole Tom Brady contenders and just ignore that, I will say, yep, player worn material, a nice logo there with the little football underneath, the shoulder patch they got on their jerseys, right?
Yep.
So you got a beautiful chunk of patch. It's out of 5 on card auto. I mean, it's hard to argue against a contender's cracked ice auto. So the only thing I can say about it is both also on card and it is also game used jersey from a nice where you know the jersey's coming from.
Player worn.
Not game used.
No.
Player worn.
You even say it yourself when I zoomed in. You said, "Yep, there it is, player worn." I was like, "Why are you trying to hype that up, my good sir?"
Okay, well, I don't have much of it. I know you want me to argue for this. I don't have much of an argument for it compared to the contenders. It is lower numbered. That'll be my argument. It's out of 5.
There's less of them, but also it's green. It's kind of a weird match right there.
It's like people don't like optic green or select green.
Yeah. Well, what I would say is this: is that at least it's signed in blue ink. I was not a massive fan of them signing contenders tickets.
It looks like a
facsimile.
Yeah,
it does. I was not a huge fan of them signing in black ink. However, this autograph from Mahomes is very, very good on this one. A lot of them get really streaky, as you can even see in this flawless patch auto. It is getting a little streaky inside of that in those loops there. But let us know in the comments, which one would you rather argue for, the contenders cracked ice or the flawless patch auto? Which one do you think is the better card? And we are 5 seconds away from extended bidding starting. Of course, every single week now you can bid on anything you want to at any time, no matter if you have a bid out before or not. We're favored a lot of different cards tonight, some baseball and soccer we'll be looking at later. But for now, let's continue with some debates. And we're going to move on to our next one.
Hey, real quick, just down on the farm, is your boy Gutierrez playing for the Rangers? And if so, how did he do? All right, keep going.
All right. I got you. What the heck? Jordan goes flawless. Looks much more visually appealing to me. It's a nice card, Jordan, but I gotta say the cracked ice is one of a kind.
I mean, the white is very,
yeah,
very appealing for, especially with the red jersey. Like the red, Patrick Mahomes kind of gets a little bit lost in the cracked ice.
that's fair. I mean, it's a little dark picture too,
Dark.
but yeah, it's a nice card, the flawless, no doubt. All right, on to the next one, which is the next two in line. Actually, it's this Max Verstappen red sapphire PSA 5, numbered out of 5. Really brutal grade on that, obviously, but the sapphires, most of them grade about 8s to 9s. It's tough to find these lower colors and 10s. Like you rarely see reds and purples and 10s, that's for sure.
This is one of those times where, people say grade doesn't matter. I really think gray doesn't matter. If you can get a red cracked ice from 2020 Topps Chrome Sapphire of Max Verstappen, regardless of the grade, you do it, right?
Let's see here. I'm scanning the label really quick. So there's only 2 graded. So it's this 5 and that's 1 higher. I don't know what the 1 higher graded for, but there are only 2 of the 5 graded by PSA. And then the other one up for argument, which is not a great grade. The Surface got 7.5 on it, is this Lewis Hamilton Dynasty dual patch auto, numbered out 5, BGS 8. I don't know.
Now is that a BGS 8 nowadays, or
is it a 6? I don't know. All I gotta say though is, how in the world is this a 10 autograph?
Yeah, that's tough. That's way worse than the Juan Soto I wanted to send in back in the day and was like, oh, I can't send this in because it's gonna get bad auto.
Seriously, right? All right, Max Lewis. I'm number 1, and I get Lewis. Nate gets Max. All right, Nate, you already kind of kicked your argument off here, but why don't you go ahead and argue for this Max and maybe put my Lewis down a little bit?
Yeah, so if you're looking at something that Topps has done, we're looking at there's a little baby walking up to the door. If you're looking at
it's just he or she is trying to get some words in here. Come on.
Trying to join us, yeah. So Topps Chrome Sapphire is one of the best things Topps has ever done back in when they started 2015, 2016 with baseball. And then bringing it to every other sport is also one of the best things they have ever done. And Sapphire is just so nice. And to get red Sapphire, after all of the cases of Sapphire we have opened, Aaron, for both baseball and Formula One, how many good red Sapphires have we pulled? 1, 2?
Maybe a couple.
And none of them were.
You pulled the what's his name, Marcelo Meyer variation red out 5 is probably the best red we've pulled.
I did, and then Theo Pourchaire and George Russell, but not a portrait George Russell, but it's still a regular card George Russell. Yeah. Or not like a Grand Prix winner or anything. But like they're hard to hit nice ones, and so you get the best driver in the first year red of a brand that's going to be around for a very, very, very long time. And one of the best things that Topps did for any sport. And I think this, at least personally for me, I'd rather have this than the Dynasty. I know it has an auto. I know it has race worn patches or whatever. But for me, Sapphire is just amazing.
I like it. All right. The grade's tough on this. I disagree with the 10 autograph too. But here's the deal though. There's only so many Lewis Hamilton on-card autographs you can get releasing from Topps products. Now, yes, if he races for years to come, there will be more dynasties to come. But we do know from that 2020 set, I think I'd have to do the math. It's probably around like 100 to 125, somewhere in that range. I could be way off. So if I'm way off, someone tell me that I'm wrong. But around 100 to 125 total on-card autographs of Lewis Hamilton. Tell me from which, especially nowadays, sets are you only finding 100 or so on-card autographs of a specific person? Luka Doncic, you just take the NT patch autos and there's already like 250 or more of those, and you include the immaculates, the flawlesses, the impeccables, whatever else there is. And for there to be that few Lewis Hamiltons, especially ones that pop up for auction, you don't see it very often. It's got to be the better card to me. And also Lewis has won 7 world titles. If Red Bull maintains dominant over the next 10 years, maybe Max can get there. I mean, I'm not going to say he can't. But I really hope Lewis can get one more and set that record for 8, most of all time. Very, very nice card, the Dynasties, too. I'm just very partial to him because I've got a sick Gasly Rainbow, too, so I'm super biased in this. And I guess I got the Papradash or the Rainbow for Sapphire, too, of Gasly. So I guess I don't have to pick here. I like both. No, he's got 7. He's got 7. Unless you think that the one for that what was his name, Felipe Massa or whatever, that was supposed to go to him instead of Lewis after that Singapore thing. I saw something about that the other day. But now this next debate is going to be more of Nate's alley. Let us know in the comments if you're an F1 fan. Would you rather have the Dynasty Lewis or the Sapphire Max Verstappen? Our next debate is actually going to be around a prospect and a big leaguer who's actually on TV right now, or maybe the game's done by now, but Manny Machado and Jason Dominguez here, both orange refractor autos, number out 25, BGS 9.5. The Dominguez has got a 9 auto. The Machado has got a 10 auto, which is extremely impressive actually on the 2010 set. The red out of 5 in this auction, there's a red out of 5 ending that the auto is super faded. Do you see that, Nate? Or the Machado?
I did. I did see the red, but I didn't look at the auto very closely.
Yeah, super faded. So here we go. I'm gonna flip the screen. Let's see which one we're arguing for. Nate, you get the Machado. I get the Dominguez. Man, that's gonna be tough. But you can go ahead first and tell me why you think that Machado is the best buy between these two.
Surprisingly, I think I would have preferred to have the Dominguez.
Wow.
Look, Machado is very good. In his career, he started as 19 years old. In his career, he has 51 wins above replacement, almost 52. He's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He has played on 3 teams, but he is sticking with the Padres for a very long time. When he was with the Dodgers and he did a couple dirty things against the Brewers, that lost a lot of fans, specifically me.
Do you think he still has that bad aura around him, though? Because I feel like a lot of it dissipated.
I don't think so. That being said, it's the Padres have so many guys, right?
Yeah.
So many guys. And now they have so many guys for very long times. Tatis, Machado, Bogarts. If Juan Soto gets signed, they just signed Jay Cronenworth. Not saying Jay Cronenworth is anywhere close to the league of Manny Machado or anything. But when you have that many guys in my head, you kind of get lost in the shuffle, no matter how good you are, no matter how big of a star. Just like the Phillies, Trey Turner, because Bryce Harper isn't there, Trey Turner's getting all the glory. But once Bryce Harper comes back, it's going to be like, Trey Turner who? And so I just kind of feel that way with Machado, especially with Soto there. But I will say Dominguez has not made it to the majors yet. He's very far from a sure thing, even if he has impressive tools and is massive. Machado is a Hall of Famer. And so if you're looking for safe money, you take the Machado.
Not to mention, it's probably one of the best color matches you can get from Bowman Chrome.
Yeah, orange on orange.
Super nice with the Orioles black and orange. As to the Dominguez, the problem here is the price point. Okay, like I feel like when you want to get in on prospects and make some money on it, it's hard to buy them when their similar cards are already well and above what Hall of Fame level players are doing. Like Machado, like Arenado. Oh, Arenado sold for more last week. We actually saw that. Arenado sold for like $14K, I think. But like some of these guys, now the upside here is that Dominguez still has ranks to climb in the minors to where like you might be able to squeeze a couple more $1,000 out of it before he gets called up. But he could also fall on his face, like bad year, good year, and then maybe he has another bad year this year. As down the farm says, he's 0 for 7, 3 walks, 2 stolen bases, 2 strikeouts, and obviously it's been like 2 games or something like that. Either way, you got some more upside here. If you're willing to risk it for the biscuit, maybe you buy the Dominguez. Maybe it turns into a $50,000 card before he's actually playing in the MLB if he has like an amazing AA season and people just are going nuts for him as a top 10 prospect that's on the Yankees, Martian and all that hype stuff. So I think more upside there, but it's definitely a risky ball game for sure.
Yep.
No doubt. What's up, Big John? How we doing? All right, that was number 3. Flying on to number 4 here. Also baseball. We got to do the baseball game here because we are still in the first week of the season, actually. No, second week of the season, excuse me. This is going to be between Acuna and Wander Franco.
Ooh.
Now, Nate, I know you're going to have a hard time here because
Franco.
I got Franco, you got Acuna. So I'm actually going to take a swap on this because Nate's been really loving what Wander Franco's doing. So, Nate, I'll let you go off on Wander Franco here, and I'll talk about the Acuna next.
All right, for starters, on-card auto.
No big deal.
Okay, we'll get that out of the way. For secondsies, it is a speckle, which is not an original color, so I'll take away the on-card auto bonus by having it be a speckle. So then we'll just move on to Wander Franco, and oh my goodness, 22 years old, just turned 22 years old, and this dude, the people's biggest worries. It wasn't the eye at the plate. It wasn't making contact. It wasn't hitting singles, doubles, not in the field or anything. It was, well, he's going to get to power. He's not getting any power, blah, blah, blah. Now this dude has 4 home runs, and they haven't been cheap home runs. And for me, that's the only thing he really needed to show, where it's like, this seems like a guy that's going to win MVPs, was he needs to get to more power to be able to get to that level. And now we're, 9 games into the season, 8 games into the season, he has 4 bombs.
He has 4 home runs?
Yeah, he just hit another one tonight.
Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah. And people were out on him because he tried to play through injury last year and did poorly. And you just, there's like, people just completely forgot what he did in Double-A or in the playoffs as a 20-year-old. A couple of years ago, when he absolutely demolished in the playoffs, 20 years old. The stage was not too big for him despite his youth. And then you fast forward to last year with injuries, and people are like, oh, Wander, yeah, he's a bust, blah, 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 plays on the Rays, blah, blah, blah. And now you see him. He's a beast.
Now, I know that Nate is talking great on him right now for as good of a player as he is, but I do have to share that we did grab off of this. Nate's been saying this for the last 6 months. If anyone's been joining Slapsack Sundays for the last 6 months, you know all this. And we actually bought 3 or 4 Wander Francos here.
We bought a lot of Wander Francos on slabs, or not a lot, but a decent amount of money worth of Wander Francos last couple
a few
months.
Nice ones, 3 or 4 nice ones, because of what Nate's saying. Now, I did put those up for the fixed price or best offer listings for high amounts because his market is on the rise. So while we definitely think he's an amazing player, I just want to put it out there that hey, if the money's there, I'm not going to say no to it on some of these cards because of this hot start. That's when you should be looking to sell cards with some players. Now, it's also to say we could sell a couple of them and look like real idiots, and Nate's going to blame me if we do sell them and look like real idiots, if he becomes a multi-time MVP.
What was that Hodl meme from 2020? Hot hands, got a hold.
Oh, hold on for dear life or whatever. Or I don't remember what I think that's what the saying is. Do you see Wander's Red Shimmer Auto F5s coming for sale next week on PWCC?
I did not.
Is that the premiere, or is that in the... Let's see here. They now have it where you can search in all of the different marketplaces. Oh, there it is, actually. Red Auto 5 is ending in next week's auction. It's currently at $2,300. Well, honestly, I mean, it's hard to argue against a Wander Franco on-card auto first Bowman. I really can't do it. Although I will say this, is that these Sapphires from 2018, these are rare. These are rare cards. These are not easy to get. This is the Acuna, of course. I want to look up actually how many. There's only been in the of all time, and this is including autographs. So let me take out the autographs. And this could be multiple selling over each other. There's only been 188 sales of Acuna Sapphire rookies. And that could be same grade, same card, whatever, selling over and over again, to where these are extremely rare to have that many sales since the lifetime of the card. That's insane. They're super rare. I think it's one of Ronald Acuna Jr.'s single best rookie cards. Is the same pose as the bat down, which is one of the best images, in my opinion, on a flagship rookie that's been created. And it's here on Sapphire card. It's a crazy cool card. Crazy nice.
Also nice color match.
Nice color match as well. Got the blue with the Braves. I like it a lot, but man, it's really hard to say no to Bowman Chrome on card auto. But that speckle, that definitely knocks it down a tad. All right.
I don't think any, Manny. This isn't my house, so I was trying to see if I could find a book that I actually maybe owned, but
all right, Nate, you got to argue for this super fun zebra colored Lionel Messi right here. So you got the Prism Zebra choice of Messi, and okay. I get the Mbappe 1/1 Immaculate. I'll go at this one first. Here's the deal. 1/1s, Nate and I covered them in last week's Slab Stocks Live, and they covered it in a daily slab, and about how many different Wander Franco 1/1s there were that sold. Now, the nice thing about Kylian Mbappe is that there has been maybe 3 years of Immaculate Kylian Mbappe cards. This would be the 3rd year. And I think that it's a card that is decently sought after in the soccer card space. Now, yes, it's not a rookie card. It's probably a 5th-year card, but I don't see this as one of the 100 different sales of Wander Franco insert variation that have sold. I see this as a nice soccer card for Mbappe's market. Now, did he win the World Cup this year? No. Is he going to win the Champions League at PSG? No, they're already eliminated, but neither is Messi. And I'm not really sure his future holds. I think for this card to really gain value in the future, it almost feels like he has to make a move to like a Real Madrid to really contend for titles, because he is on pace to have one of the greatest individual careers of all time. But if he doesn't start winning major titles like the Champions League soon, or major domestic league titles, I feel like that he's not going to ever get up in that top 10 standing. Like maybe the potential is there. Now, obviously, there's a lot of older soccer players that you probably like, well, he's never going to pass those guys, which is probably true. But at least from like this generation, these last 2-3 decades, I feel like he's got the potential, but he definitely needs to win some major titles. Nate, go ahead for this Messi.
Yeah, so you've got Lionel Messi here, and Prism World Cup comes around, or Lionel.
Yeah, there you
go. Yeah, Prism World Cup comes around every 4 years, right? He's had 3 of these cards: 2014, 2018, 2022. Mm-hmm. He's old enough where he might not have another one. He also won the championship this year, right? The World Cup this year. Yeah. So like in the world of Prism World Cup cards, he's only going to have 3 years. The Zebra's rare. It's the same year he won the World Cup, so it's like maybe I'd still rather have a number than a random zebra, to be fair. But I can at least see like, yeah, I could go for that.
Here's what I know. I know that like Messi's value, at least at this point, is probably set in stone, especially after maybe the market correction of these 2022 Prism cards since the World Cup hype win. Where with Mbappe, like there's definitely a lot of buying based on clearly his talent, but also the fact that expected of him is to win Ballon d'Ors and Champions League titles when Messi has already won everything. He's already won everything. So there's a lot more risk in the Mbappe, even though it is a 1 of 1. Still, there's a lot of serial number cards out there. And I guess it just comes down to really what people value long term. We're going to skip ahead here and actually move on to this one. All right. Next up, Justin Bieber authentic item patch autograph, or Daniel Radcliffe 2008 Harry Potter auto.
Give me the Daniel Radcliffe, please.
Dude, I need it. I can't even. I'm just going to write Harry Potter. Here we go. Oh, pain. All right, man. I got nothing. All I know is that a lot of people know who he is. A lot of people, I guess, liked him at one point or still like him now. I don't know. I never really liked his music. I never really liked him as a person, Justin Bieber, but he's a popular guy. So if you want to buy someone who's popular and maybe sell him to someone else who thinks he's popular, go ahead. I got nothing else.
Yeah. I don't know what I would fight for Justin Bieber either, but I do know what I'll say for Daniel Radcliffe. Hard to beat having an auto of Harry Potter. It's Harry Potter. Name one person that doesn't know who Harry Potter is.
True, there's a lot.
Whether they dislike the books or like them, whether they haven't watched the movies or have, they know the name Harry Potter. And you got him on a card with his auto.
Not to mention on card versus sticker, always a plus. And the same amount of money. I can't believe this is the same amount of money, honestly. But I know it's not like one of the earlier, no
Potter chance. Autos. No chance on this, Asian Punk. Harry who?
No. We're not buying that bogus here tonight, Asian Punk. We're not.
Now, I'm not 100% sure what the 2008 The World of Harry Potter 3D second edition is.
It's from Artbox, which is like the longtime Harry Potter autograph set makers. So like I'm confident that this is at least a softer card in some standpoint. It might not be like one of the first. Obviously, it says second edition, but it's still on card.
Well.
All right, I'm gonna skip ahead here, and we'll do one more debate here, and we're gonna do this actually off of. Oh, I gotta select. Why isn't it showing up? I swear I had this in the favorites. All right, I guess I didn't favorite them. 1996 Topps Chrome basketball box, or 2003 Topps Chrome basketball box. 2 of the best draft classes of all time. Here we go.
I like this.
And I get 1996. Nate gets 2003. Nate, 2003 is up. So why don't you start off with why this box here is a better buy than the 1996?
All right. So look, I get that 1996 has the depth, right? You've got Kobe.
Oh, thanks for sharing.
You've got Ray Allen. You've got Steve Nash.
Missing a big one.
Allen Iverson.
There you
go.
Stephon Marbury.
Marbury?
Yeah.
Was Dirk in that one? Or was that 97?
No, he was
98.
He was 95, I think.
Was it?
No. Sorry, 98. I'm an idiot. 98. He was 98.
You got a ton of stars in that one. Stephon Marbury. Wasn't that the trade? Ray Allen and Stephon Marbury. Ray Allen drafted by Minnesota. Stephon Marbury drafted by the Bucks. Draft night swap.
I think so.
So you got a ton of studs, and their accolades.
That I do.
Their accolades compared to the accolades of 2003, like there's great players, obviously beyond LeBron. You got D Wade, you got Chris Bosh, you got Carmelo Anthony, but the accolades for 1996 are way better. What they don't have, and Kobe's amazing. What they don't have is LeBron James, right?
You know what? LeBron James couldn't even make the box. He couldn't even make the box cover. Who is LeBron James? I don't know who that is.
They don't have LeBron James, and that is what sets this apart. You've got LeBron, you've got Kobe, and then you probably have like the Ray Allens and Dwayne Wade's up there with the Ray Allens and the Allen Iversons and stuff. But you got a lot of them: Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Steve Nash. Whereas Carmelo and Chris Bosh are not anywhere close to those guys. But it's LeBron. And that's all I need to say.
I'll throw you a bone here. The one other thing is that you can pull gold refractors number at 50 and blacks out of, I think they're 500 of 2003 Topps Chrome. You can only pull, which actually might make it a little bit cooler. You can only pull refractors and base of 1996 Topps Chrome. So there's no numbered cards yet for Topps Chrome at this point. But I gotta say, my argument back is the fact that you can get not just one or two or three even good players. Obviously, one amazing LeBron. You can get loads of good players here with, as Nate named, Kobe, Steve Nash, Ray Allen, Allen Iverson, Marbury, yada, yada, more. There's more than that, too. I can't remember the rest. Either way, it's a really, really deep class. The other thing I have to say here, which is the biggest probably argument for this set, is this is the first Topps Chrome set ever made. The first Topps Chrome basketball set for sure set ever made, and also through all sports, I believe. And on top of that, you can also pull Michael Jordan refractors and base, which still pull a bunch of money.
Antoine Walker is in the set.
I was going to name him. That's what I was thinking. A Celtics guy. I couldn't remember
Eric
his name.
Dampier is in the set. Peja Stojakovic is in the set.
Yep.
Tony Delk. Jermaine O'Neal. I mean, these Zadrunas Ilgauskas. These aren't stars, but they're fun names. Derek Fisher.
They are D-Fish as well. And Bert the Turtle says, Wade above AI and Allen in my book, top 3 shooting guard all time. I love D-Wade.
I love D-Wade as well. But there's like an aura in my mind anyways. Maybe it's because like they were around for a while I was growing up, where D-Wade was like, you know, getting drafted and coming into his own as I was like in my 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever. Whereas Allen Iverson, Ray Allen, and those guys were kind of like that, like little kid aura. So in my head, it's like, it's hard to top those guys just because of being a young kid.
I agree. But hey, and you both had to have said Kobe, right? I mean, I know you said Kobe.
We both mentioned Kobe, I'm pretty sure. I mentioned Kobe like 4 times.
Kobe's one of my 2 favorite basketball players of all time, him and Giannis. But dang, yeah, of course, Kobe.
What about Kevin Durant?
Dude, KD ruined himself.
You loved Kevin Durant.
I did love Kevin Durant.
The shoes.
You're right.
Pretty sure you have your Xbox username named after Kevin Durant.
You're totally correct, and I won't deny it. That KD was for sure my favorite player for a while, bro. That man soured himself for a lot of NBA fans, though, not just me. And now Nate likes him more because he thinks that he's cool for saying whatever he wants.
No, I just think he's funny. You get him on Twitter, it just doesn't care, and it just kind of cracks me up. It's rude. He's rude. Cool. He's rude. But it's just kind of like
the funny thing is, chuckle. I don't look up to rude people. Slab Socks Nate officially looks up to rude people. You heard it here. All right. Well, that
Oh,
was
no. I don't look up to Kevin Durant.
needed to make that one very clear.
Yeah.
I gotta say, so I was interviewed this past week by Adam Heroes for Sale, a great guy I've known for years. He asked me, what's one card that you regret selling? And there's not many cards I regret selling. I've sold many cards in my life, but the one card I regret selling the most, although I did make a nice sale on it, just from the sheer factor I'll probably never be able to acquire it again, and I've never even seen one again after I sold mine, was this exact card here. However, the gold out of 10. This is the Kylian Mbappe 2018 National Treasures. His first NT card, same year as the 2018 Prism World Cup. So if you claim the 2018 Prism World Cup to be a rookie, I guess you could call this a rookie too. Super sick card. I had the gold out of 10 in a BGS 9. I sold it for a decent amount of money. However, just amazing card, and I just don't think I'll see it. This is a PSA Authentic, which I really don't want any business buying a PSA Authentic with. You never really know what happens with those. But man, it's just such a cool card. I love it. I love that design, everything about it. Tom Holland, Nate. Tom Holland's got an auto.
Oh, that's cool.
It's pretty cool, actually. It's Black Diamond, Avengers auto, Infinity War. One of the best superhero movies of all time.
Yeah, I do like all the Spider-Man individually, but I do think Tom Holland is my favorite.
Tom Holland's for sure my favorite, but I'm also tied, or not tied to. I'm drawn to humor more than like seriousness, I think. So like the Tom Holland movies are fantastic because they're funny and they're intense and they're good.
And Emma Stone doesn't die at the end.
Yes, but the other movie is, or like at least I watched Spider-Man 1 and it was just like too serious for me, honestly, because maybe I'm just used to
like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, I watched the first one. It was a couple months
ago.
Wait,
you haven't watched the other two?
No, I heard number 2 is amazing though. I heard number 2
is really good. Number 3 is kind of trash, but really?
Yeah, I okay, I take it back. I probably saw 1 and 2 when I was probably like 5 years old or 6 years old, but not since then.
Wow, you gotta watch those.
I know.
Wait,
I know.
so you didn't watch those before you Spider-Man No Way Home?
Not like a refresher. No, but I saw Amazing Spider-Man 1 in theaters all the way back when. I didn't see the others though. I only saw the first Amazing Spider-Man. Nate,
but you have seen the Miles Morales one at least, so.
Oh, that's my favorite by far of all of them. I mean, it's not even close. And also number 2 comes out in like 2 months, and then number 3 comes out next year. So I'm just elated for that. I'm so excited. Nate, tell me about Randy Rosarena. Is it worth buying into him right now, or is it like too much hype there?
Well, yes, he was amazing with Team Mexico, right? Mm-hmm. And he's had a very fast start to the year this year. He's doing really well. That being said, have I heard a lick about Randy Rosarena on Twitter? Nope. I've seen Isaac Paredes because he hit a grand slam, and then all I see is Wander Franco. Wander Franco this, Wander Franco that. And it's not just me. I talk about Wander Franco a lot, but it's everything on Twitter that I've seen from Ray's Twitter has been Wander Franco centric, not Randy Rosarena centric. And so for me, it's like, if he's not getting talked about on Twitter from like his home fans, who's buying his cards? Because other fan bases aren't going to be able to pay attention to every Rays game, so they're going to rely on other social media channels to see who's hot. And even if he is hot, if you're not talking about him, they're not going to know about him unless they're diving into stats.
I feel you. I get you. I saw a comment here. I think it's from Cardboard Collaborative. I cannot say for sure because I am not looking at the screen right now. Talking about Andrew Garfield being the best Spider-Man. I heard someone else say that Andrew Garfield portrayed like Spider-Man from the comics the best out of any of them. But Tom Holland, as like Cardboard Collaborative kind of point out, is like the most enjoyable Spider-Man to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree with that? I had never read the comics.
So I can agree with that. I definitely Tobey Maguire was definitely the worst out of the 3, even though it's got a like sentimental place in my heart. But yeah, I mean, it's two different Spider-Mans. Tom Holland's is kind of like a teenager that's kind of goofy, right? And is a teenager and is believable to be a teenager. Andrew Garfield's, I don't know if he was ever really like believable that he was a teenager, but it's more like he's a kind of quiet kid, a little bit sappy type of, I don't know. Two different ones.
Sure.
Depends on what you enjoy.
Okay.
Both good.
Got you. That was really weird.
Are we selling anything tonight?
No, nothing up for sale tonight. That was super weird. It said that some things sold, but I don't think they sold. Oh, I was gonna ask you, Nate. Is it time to put your money where your mouth is? Anthony
I will
Rendon.
not be. I will not be buying an Anthony Rendon gold. Did you see him try to punch a fan the other day, or well, slap a fan?
Oh, I did. I thought about what you said, man. That was bad. That was
That
not
was
good.
bad. Like, look. Hi. I, should you try to hit a fan? No. If fans are gonna yell derogatory things at you, part of me feels like sometimes they deserve what's coming to them.
Well, you definitely should not be an idiot. And I guess you got a guy who maybe just you set off the wrong way, and it's not going to end well for you.
It's true.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't stand fans, man. They're idiots. It's like, why? Also, you see me as a bit on that Bryce Terray.
Bold. I like it though.
It's a good price right now. Everyone, now the first window just finished, so maybe you won something, maybe you have not yet. But as you win things tonight, feel free to throw into the chat your different winnings. I'm just kind of meandering around here, looking at some different soccer cards and baseball cards of the like. Oh, Nate, did you see I opened a box of Big League for the first time?
I didn't. I saw that you were doing it. I didn't see if you hit anything at all, though.
Well, I definitely did not hit myself. Tough hits, of course. I opened one box. Here's a sealed box right here. I hit a Garrett Mitchell rookie, which is cool because he doesn't have a flagship rookie, so it's his first.
Oh,
rookie.
That's fun.
So I was excited about that. And then this Francisco Alvarez blue foil. The blue foils are like one per box hits, and so that was kind of cool. But I mean, I think they're listed for like $20 at the least. But then it's not that expensive a box, so kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also, I could not hit the arrow back. I would like to hit the arrow back there. There's a super sick patcher in Mr. Mattia Bonato, who we all love hitting in F1 products, right, Nate?
Oh. No, well, hey, I'd rather hit him than Utmar at this point.
Well, there's no way. I mean, Otmar is still a principal.
Yeah, but I just feel like every time I have an auto, and I'm like, ooh, somebody good. F1, ooh, orange, ooh. And it's Otmar.
I guess I understand that. If he's haunting you, it's a different story than wow, these are literally neck for neck right now. Or neck and neck, I should say. Step for step.
Neck for neck.
neck for neck. Either way, the flawless Mahomes and the contenders cracked dice Mahomes are dead even in a lock. I love that. Oh, did you see this? You probably didn't see this one, but the Giannis sneaker spotlight, I cannot stand that they put him in the All-Star jersey and the All-Star shoes and stuff.
He's kind of cool.
Okay.
How often are you going to see him in an All-Star jersey on a card? You see him in Bucks jerseys all the time.
Yeah, whatever. My point is I love the sneaker spotlight cards, and I feel like to not put him into not put him in a Bucks jersey.
Yeah, but everyone knows he's a Buck.
Yeah. Okay.
So then you get to be like, yeah, he's an all-star, which isn't like that big of a claim to fame, but still.
Yeah, I mean, considering you get like the 5th, 6th replacement players that slide into there now.
Yeah, but at least it's still a little bit better than the Pro Bowl.
Fun story is that this guy right here, Red Schoendienst, he won like multiple championships, some as players, some as manager. He was friends with my neighbor, right, or my parents' neighbor right now.
Weird.
And he parents' neighbor has a bunch of like memorabilia signed by him and stuff. He called me over one day to show me, and I just thought this was cool. With the flawless dual patch auto was up for auction. I'm not going to buy it. It's $100 more.
Super random dude.
I know it's a super random stat, whatever you want to say, or fun fact, I guess. But there you go.
I just saw, and somebody might know the name. Randomly when there's like old pitchers or old position players you never heard of in the MLB, like from the 70s and stuff. I just heard about this guy from the Tigers, and I can't remember his name for the life of me. but he like led the majors in ERA in his like age 24 and 25 seasons and won like back-to-back Cy Young awards and then was out of baseball by the age of 28.
That's so random.
Isn't that crazy? Like there's a dude who won back-to-back Cy Youngs. If that happens, you would think you just like people would talk about the name, but I guess if you are done by 28, nobody's going to care.
I don't even really understand how that's possible.
Injuries, I think.
Oh, just kidding. I do understand how that's possible. Just wasn't thinking about it.
Especially back then, if you like injure your elbow, there was no Tommy John
true.
surgery.
True. Yeah, I guess so. You're done. You're screwed.
Yep.
I got to go and find some cards to bid on for giveaways. That's for sure. The new auction I am not used to yet. So if it looks like it's taking me a while to do specific actions.
Hey, did you see real quick? Did you see the Mookie Betts SSSP 2020?
I did. That's how rare is that card?
I don't know. I think there was a pop number on it that was there was a decent some of them anyways.
Okay,
but I didn't know there was SSSPs from 2020 tops. So then to see that Mookie Betts, I was like, oh, that's really cool.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. That's fun. I mean, I know it's not licensed, but we were talking Wade tonight. Maybe we should try to get this Dwayne Wade rookie for the giveaway.
D Wade.
You know what's crazy, Nate, is that so many people have spelled Dwayne Wade's name wrong.
Yep. Me a lot of the time.
Selling cards that there's been over 10,000 sales of Dwayne Wade cards all time with the misspelled name.
DWAYNE?
Yeah.
Well, when you say Dwayne and it's DWY, very strange.
Oh, I understand how strange it is, but that's just crazy. There's that many times that's been mistaken.
I am a curiosity here amongst the kids of the house. Like, why is he sitting in that room talking into his earbuds?
They're probably like, what a bum. Just kidding.
They'd be right.
We've got a comment for you, Nate.
Oh, the Whisk Collectibles. Nate, I thought you were going down a different direction with that story. I thought it was a Bill Lee story. It was not. I'll be the first to admit, though, I don't know who Bill Lee is. So.
I was going to say, who is Bill Lee?
I looked up Bill Lee on Google, and the first thing I saw was like a governor of Tennessee, and I don't know if that's the right guy or not.
Nate, how far off was Ryan Howard from being a Hall of Famer?
Ryan Howard, pretty stinking long way.
Really? Because I remember, like, back when I played MLB 2K on the Wii, yeah, I was a scrub. Ryan Howard was, like, one of the best hitters in the entire game.
He hit a lot of home runs. He won an MVP in 2006. And then by the time he was like 30, or maybe not quite 30, but pretty close, he fell off the map.
That seems to be the trend for some players.
Yeah.
Fall off the map by the time or once you're after 30.
In fact, his, Baseball Reference wins above replacement. The ideal spot to get to is 60 or above. He finished his career at 14.7.
14.7?
Well, when you're a first baseman who's not good at first base,
yeah, you can't
and
get
then your hitting falls off after the age of 30, and you came up at the age of 24, or basically your first full season was the age of 26. Yeah, you're not going to have.
Yeah, so people are probably like, what an idiot for even asking that question. I basically bring that from the place I played MLB 2K11 like crazy with Tim Lincecum on the cover, and Ryan Howard was like one of the best hitters in that specific game. So I was like, oh man, and then I saw the card, so I was just wondering like how far off was he, but obviously pretty far off. Dustin Harris here, Nate. Someone's got a question for you on Dustin Harris. S Prince Slabs. Can you tell me your thoughts on this card, or at least Dustin Harris, I guess, in total?
Yeah, so thoughts on one of one Panini patch autos of decent baseball prospects, Dustin Harris auto for sale tonight. So, but essentially asking about what I would say is, obviously it looks good. It doesn't have a logo, which is a disappointment, but it looks good. The Nike patch is still in there. It's still an on-card auto. It's still a 101. For me personally, I know people make money on these cards, buying and selling them if prospects do well. Like any player, you can pretty much buy any card. Just some cards don't go up as much as others. For me personally, this is the type of card I would buy if it's cheap for a personal collection of like a brewer. I wouldn't ever touch a Dustin Harris or, somebody like that. But for if it was a Jackson Chourio or if it was a Sal Frelick or if it was a Jacob Misirakowski, then I would be like, oh yeah, I'd buy that, put it in my collection.
There you go. There was a huge, well, I shouldn't say huge. That was a bad phrase. There was a Marco Feliciano, Nate. Remember that guy?
Ooh.
Do you see that logo?
Rip.
Do you see the logo
Marco
patch
Feliciano.
auto?
I didn't.
Oh, it was super sick.
I think he's like a Tiger now.
Yeah, I think so too. He got traded or something.
Because he was on the 40 man and we sent him off. Austin with the 2005 Bowman Chrome X Factor Ryan Braun auto.
Tonight?
I don't know if it's tonight, but
well, if it's tonight, then I'm jealous. Congrats, Austin.
I'm jealous too.
both the Machado and Dominguez still going strong here.
Machado. There was a lot of. There's Carlos Correa red tonight. The Machado red, right? I think there was somebody else that also had a red card. I think there was another Giancarlo Stanton red.
Another Stanton red, yeah. Dude, I did win some things. Nate, we got this. I don't know. I thought it was fun. On card auto PSA 10.
Since we just got rid of the class of 2019 or 2020.
2020 Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Yeah. Figure might as well.
You know what's funny to me is Turang's the class of 2018. Garrett Mitchell's the class of 2020. Garrett Mitchell is 24. Bryce Turang is 23.
Yeah, I mean high school versus college, right?
Yeah. But still,
and that's why also Mitchell was called up at the end of last year, while Turang just debuted this year.
And watch out, Garrett Mitchell elevating. That's a whole new prospect.
What?
I'm excited. If Garrett Mitchell is consistently elevating the ball, that's a completely different. That's a game-changing prospect compared to what people thought of him before.
Right. When you said prospect, I got confused because he's no prospect.
Not anymore. That's fair.
But
buy that Giannis, you coward.
Yeah, I am a coward on that. Funny enough, we might be having a Ryan Howard to give away if we end up winning this. That was the plan, but here we are.
I mean, I like it. You ever see those?
The Office.
Well, yeah, he does show up in The Office. Yeah. No, the baseball guys like little spoofs that they did back in the early 2010s, whereas like there's a Ryan Braun one and a
I don't think so.
Prince Fielder, and then there's a Chase Utley and Ryan Howard where they're like camping out on the grass, and Chase Utley is like, sometimes I dream about hitting grand slams.
No,
it's where I get the liar Michael Kadire saying from.
Oh, okay, I see. But I do remember Ryan Howard and Prince Fielder were both in the This Is Sports Center or whatever commercials.
Yep.
You know what I'm talking about, where they do those? It was what is his name? The Anderson guy, the anchors on a lot of them. Don't remember his last
Brian
name.
Anderson?
Not
Brian Anderson.
John Anderson? Is it John Anderson?
Was it John Anderson? He's from Wisconsin as well, right?
Is he?
I think so. I mean, not that Brian Anderson's from Wisconsin. Brian Anderson is from Texas.
You know what? It is John Anderson. He's from Green Bay. You are right.
What up?
Look at that.
Look at that. Steel trap. They say Nathan never forgets.
Get out of here. That is one of the falsest things we've ever heard, and everyone knows that watching this show right now. If you don't, now you do. Oh, it looks like no Ryan Howard, but at least we'll snag this Dwayne Wade. I shouldn't jinx myself, though, on that.
D-Wade.
Come on. We're talking Wade tonight. Nice. Dwayne Wade, excuse me. Dwayne Wade, rookie PSA 8. Will indeed be given away tonight here live to you viewers at the end of the show.
Nice.
9:45 already. Have some winnings. Don't know if I'm going to be going after anything else. I do like a couple of these cards a lot, but just probably going to pump the brakes tonight. This is pretty sick. It's the host city, Brasilia, for the Brazil World Cup in 2014's gold out of 10
Oh,
PSA
that's
10.
sick.
No, this is really cool. And honestly, this is like probably cheaper than
Surprised it's that cheap.
it's actually cheaper, I think, than I sold a Crystal PSA 9. I might have to go after this bad boy, actually. I think I'm realigning the sites. It's pretty sick. Drop a bid in here, see what happens. Nate, Jesus Sanchez, I saw this one. Didn't he start to do pretty solid, man, with like
The
the Marlins? Like, this is a red auto at $170, dude.
And that is the joys of prospecting right there. Yeah, Jesus Sanchez a couple years ago had 14 home runs as a 23-year-old in 2021. I think he was the kid that had like 8 home runs in the last month of the season. And if you like, look closely enough, you could be like, ooh, maybe he's turning a corner. Nah, didn't turn a corner. Otherwise, this wouldn't be $170.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no way that'd be that low. Congrats to Jerry. Got a nice Pokemon Air card. Looked like you spotted a diamond in the rough there. And Varden got a Lincecum Bowman Chrome first auto PSA 10.
Oh,
is this Varden the Bagel Master, or is there or not? Yeah, no, bagels and wax, was it? I feel like I'm if this is the Bagel Varden, I feel like I just made a monumental mistake calling him the wrong guy. Was it bagels and wax, I think?
Anyways, down on the farm, there's buzz that the Brewers are seriously considering calling up Sal Frelick. While he does deserve to be called up, where is he going to play? Can he play first base? Asking for a friend, since Rowdy Tellez is not been spectacular.
That's Vadim. I see. My bad. 2 V names got mixed up. Also, yeah, I thought, how is this possible? I thought we're kind of crowded right now in the outfield.
We are crowded. So I'm curious. Unless they're planning on sending down, somebody like Weimer, which I don't know why they would.
Dude, he's doing awesome.
I know. That's why I said I don't know why they would.
Yeah. I think I'm going to tap on that gold. I couldn't get in the lead on that one. Yeah, Weimer had a really nice double when I was at the game yesterday. Also, his speed is unreal. And I was watching him, I was thinking to myself, that's going to be a guy that's going to accumulate a lot of WAR for playing a really good defensive outfield and also getting nice hits.
So that is one of those nice things where it's like these young guys, specifically the Brewers, are calling up in Mitchell, in Frelick, in Weimer, in Bryce Durang. Even if they're not hitting, they should be so good defensively, significantly better than a Jesse Winker or a Christian Yelich, that they'll still have value in ways that like Tyrone Taylor had value. Now he's injured right now, but in ways that he had value when he wasn't hitting. Because if you look at Tyrone Taylor's monthly splits, it's like 800 OPS, 500 OPS, 800 OPS, 500 OPS, 800 OPS, 500 OPS, 900 OPS. And in those down months, he was still playing great defense.
Rob's got this Checo Perez Superfractor PSA 9 selling right now. And this card is extremely cool. First of all, it's a 1 of 1. So, I mean, very cool. It's a Superfractor, also very cool. But next is that this was an extremely, extremely big moment in his career and also a huge moment in the Drive to Survive series. This win for Sergio Perez basically saved his career in Formula One. He got signed by Red Bull very soon after he won this race, and he was pretty much on the outside looking in because this would have been Aston Martin this team changed into. They just brought in Sebastian Vettel to basically replace him the next season. So that was a massive win for him and got him that Red Bull seat, and now clearly still going hard with Red Bull. So pretty awesome card, commemorating a pretty awesome moment in Perez's career. So good luck to Rob. Good luck to Rob, and also welcome to Real Music. Happy Easter to you too. Thanks for being here tonight. Let's see here. How many cards are left in the late auction? 556, but of course that will wind down eventually here. There's also a Paul Goldschmidt. Do you call that out, Nate? Nate might be frozen. Nate froze or left, one of the two. He just texted me. Says he think he may have lost the internet. Let's see if he comes back. Either way, you got me for now. So to recap the Reds, as it is at least on the thumbnail of this video. So red refractor auto Paul Goldschmidt right here, BGS 9.5. You got the Giancarlo Stanton, BGS 8.59 from 2008 Bowman Chrome. You've got the Machado. This was the one I was referencing with the very faded autograph. Now, this has a 10 autograph, but these 2010 Bowman Chromes, a lot of them faded, let's say, easier than they probably should have. It's nice to see that they are not fading, or at least hopefully they don't fade in the future. Make sure you take care of your cards properly and everything, keeping them out of sunlight. But that is a red Machado, very cool card. You got the Carlos Correa, BGS 9, now on the Twins. Just signed that contract with them with a ton of different like incentives and stuff based off of being healthy and playing or playing well at that. But red Carlos Correa as well. And then no more red refractors to be seen in that site. But you do have this Wander Gold here, which we did not call it earlier. Very big Wander Gold. And Bert the Turtle says, boo Carlos. Boo Carlos. Are you an Astros fan or why are you booing Carlos? I must know. I must know. This is a big box here. So this is a 2009 Bowman Chrome draft picks and prospects. This is, of course, Mike Trout's first Bowman year. And it is one Bowman Chrome auto in every box. Now, it's a huge gamble to take if you're going to rip it and try to get a Mike Trout. But most likely it's a box that people are buying, keeping in the vault for a long time, and seeing how it turns out in the future. You actually have an extremely rare Kylian Mbappe Cyrillic rookie right here. So these are SSP, I believe, one per case, rumored around like 20 or so made per player, maybe a little bit more than that. It's got the Cyrillic text on it. It's not in English. As you can see it right there. But that's a 2300 right now, which is, I think, probably quite a bit down from where they were around the World Cup.
Sorry about that.
Oh, he's back. He's back. Good to see you back.
So in Xfinity Wi-Fi does this thing where they have like they turn everyone's Wi-Fi router into like a hotspot.
Yes.
So if you have Xfinity Wi-Fi, you can log into those hotspots. And so like halfway through, I was like, wait, that's weird. I didn't ask about the internet. I must have connected to here before. And then it turns out I was just on one of their neighbors' Xfinity hotspots without knowing it. And the signal must have got weaker and kicked me off.
I did know that was a thing. I think someone else told me that before. Nate, you wrote about Cam Thomas the other day. Share with everyone the stats you found in Cam Thomas, if you remember them.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I remember him. So, he had his 3 40-point games.
Yeah.
And the 25 games since, I guess maybe it's been 26 now, maybe 27 since I wrote it. I don't know. The season's done now after today.
By the way, was today the last day of the regular season? I thought it was. I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Since that point, when I wrote it, they had 25 games since his 3 straight 40-point games. In those 25 games, he didn't play in 7 of them. And in 11 of those games of the remaining 18, he scored under 10 points. And in 4 of them, he had 0 points. In 4 other games, he had 20 plus points. So it's been like a kind of a growing curve for him. And I'm sure there were people out there that were like, I'm not going to sell Cam Thomas. He scored 3 straight 40-point games. He's the Nets' future. And then, Michael Bridges comes in and Cameron Johnson comes in and all of a sudden he's getting DNPs.
Yep. Pretty brutal, right?
Which isn't to say he's not still their future, but
yeah, he clearly can score
take
the
money
basketball.
when you can get it.
You don't put up 40 points 3 times in a row without being a decent basketball player. But yeah, definitely got to take money when you can get it. That's for sure. Wait, what?
Ooh, he had 46 today.
What type of timing is that?
Now, today was a really weird day, though. You look at teams across the league. No stars were playing.
You ready? You ready
Especially
to hear the
playoff teams?
You ready to hear the lineup he played against? He played against Jalen McDaniels, Daniel House, Paul Reed. I've never heard of that guy in my life. Shake
Sounds like a
Milton.
golfer.
Yeah, Patrick Reed. Shake Milton and Jaden Springer. That was the starting lineup for the 76ers. And the 76ers won 134 to 105. And Mac McClung had 20 points off the bench, 33 minutes. And then Cam Thomas. I was just going to say Cam Thomas played 43 minutes and scored 46 points.
Dude, so Grizzlies signed Kenneth Lofton Jr. because Steven Adams is now out.
I did see that.
And he played 40 minutes and scored 42 points, 14 rebounds in his first NBA game.
What?
Yeah, so I was like, oh, that's impressive. So I went and looked it up. The Grizzlies literally played 6 guys today.
I don't remember this happening in previous years. I do not.
6 dudes.
That's insane, dude. 6 players in a game where it's the last game of the year too?
Yeah, and they played a Thunder's team of Terrence Mann, Jay Butler, Ojang, Osar, James Robinson Earl, L. Waters III, and Aaron Wiggins. So I wouldn't, Bert the Turtle, I wouldn't be judging this one game off of the team he was playing because he was just playing another G League team, essentially.
Either way, I mean, Nate, I don't remember.
It's still 42 points in an NBA game.
I don't remember in previous years this bad of like resting, tanking, whatever you want to call it, in the last week of the season. I don't remember.
There wasn't much to play for.
Well, I agree. And maybe it's because the seedings were found out so early versus like literally all that today was the Timberwolves, the Pelicans, the Clippers, and the Lakers, I think, were the ones who really had Warriors too. And they dropped 55 points in one quarter today. Do you see that?
They scored 151 against the Blazers.
That's insane. I don't understand what's going on. It's just like and I know Memphis isn't tanking anything. I get it. They're just
I know. Yeah.
But I'm talking about the Mavericks here. I'm talking about the Mavericks.
Well, the Mavericks. Yeah, I'm sure. I know Luka wasn't happy about it. The Mavericks, though, it was not a smart trade for Kyrie. Remember when we were talking about this Kyrie before? And I feel like Mavs fans, you had to be optimistic. And I think everyone else was just like,
Jordan,
we'll see if this works, right? After everything you've seen from Kyrie in the previous years. But then you get to the point where it's like, all right, if you do sneak into the play-in or into the playoffs, you're losing your pick.
And I gotta say, Knicks are kind of got screwed out of that one.
Yeah. Did you see Rudy Gobert try to punch Kyle Anderson today?
I did. What are they doing? Like, it makes.
And then got sent home at half.
Yeah, he got sent home by the team. It sounds like he's like a kid who's in like middle school. He did something bad. He gets sent home from school.
Yeah, just a wild day.
I mean, and then also Plumlee on the Clippers with one of the other Clippers players. I don't remember who got into a little beef too. It's like really weird, like definitely a really weird day in the NBA.
Wait. Jaden McDaniels pulled a Devin Williams?
Yeah, he did. He punched the wall as he was walking out, and he hurt his hand. I guess I didn't know that he fractured his hand.
What an idiot.
Though. Oh, so dumb. Yeah, it was so dumb. Oh, yeah, it was Bones Highland. Like, I don't know what got into all these dudes on the last day, but yeah, Timberwolves they did slide in the 8th seed. So now they
pulled the Devin Williams.
But he pulled the Devin Williams live on TV, bro. They showed him punching the wall.
Oh, what an idiot.
Wasn't like, I understand, like, still pull the Devin Williams, like, but like to see that live on TV, it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Also, the 1 minute windows start in 1 minute.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we've been talking now for
not even
for a while about some basketball stuff. But yeah, 1 minute windows here starting very soon. Oh, I love this Rayquaza. That's so cool. This is one of the alternate arts, I think it is, from Evolving Skies. Pretty sick.
Speaking of basketball, it used to be like the NBA playoffs were coming up and it would be like exciting, like how the Bucks going to do. This is exciting. Now that the Bucks have won a championship and there's championship aspirations every year, it's no longer exciting to me. It's just kind of like misery the entire way through.
I get it, but like I'm very excited, dude. I think we have to make the finals. We have to beat every Eastern Conference team. Obviously, we can't beat all of them, but win
Did
the
that just go
Eastern.
backwards?
I don't know what happened there. We have to win
Did
the
that?
East.
Did you see
What?
that?
No.
I'm like convinced that card went backwards in price, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. My point here is that we have to win the Eastern Conference, bro, to have me be even remotely happy. There's no other option.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
Yeah, which is the problem, which is why I say it's not enjoyable anymore.
'cause the
Before, it was
expectations
just
are so
like,
high.
I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Make the playoffs or do it. And now that the expectations are sky high, it's like anything less than a championship is, if we have a healthy team, yeah, this card's sick.
This is so
Then I'm like disappointed.
Yeah, I agree with you. This is, and I said this on the live, I think beforehand. I think this is the deepest NBA team, and I'm not like insanely knowledgeable. I'm not like an NBA expert, but just in my bird's eye view, this is the deepest team, the Bucks, that there's been since like one of those like Celtics, like Lakers, when they were battling the finals back in the late 2000s. I just feel that our team is so insanely deep, dude. It's crazy. Which can also produce some problems if you play the wrong players and give the wrong players the share of the minutes.
Which Bud has been known to do.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying, which is why I'm not like 99% confident that we make the finals, but like I'm confident from like this is our best team I think we've ever had.
I tell you what's going to happen. Yeah, the timer was weird on that one too. It like got a bid and then like 10 seconds later it was sold. So I don't know what's happening here. But I guarantee you the Bucks are going to lose at least one playoff game because Bud keeps Grayson Allen in when he can't play defense, and he's going to get cooked defensively.
Why does he not?
That's going to happen.
And he should for sure just sub him out for Jay Crowder when that moment starts happening. But guess what? He'll leave him in.
You would think. You would think. That's going to happen. I know it.
You traded for Jay Crowder for a reason. Utilize him. I hope so. I'm super excited for the playoffs to start. I really hope this week does Chris Middleton well, so he can heal up and be healthy for that or second series if needed. I mean, I think that we can get through the first two series quite easily. And I'm probably gonna eat my words now for that. But like really need.
Well, we thought that last year when
Yeah, but Chris was out for the second series against the Celtics. This year we'd face the Knicks or Cavs.
I know, but what happens if we don't get Chris back?
I still think without Chris we get through the Knicks or Celtics. Or sorry, Knicks or Cavs, sorry. But I still would like him there because I don't want to bank on it. I don't want to bank on it. This is a crazy
I'd like to have Chris back for the Cavs because they've got Evan Mobley, who is pretty. The Cavs have been pretty good against Giannis defensively.
Yeah. No, I definitely want the extra scoring option. Don't get me wrong. Also, Jim just caught a stray there by saying that the Cavs will beat the Knicks.
Yeah, where is Jim? I was waiting for Jim to show up all night so that I could harass him about his Mets getting swept by the Brewers.
Yo, I gotta say, this card is amazing. This is the FA Cup trophy, Nate. This is the longest running competition in the world. Sorry, not competition. That's a dumb way to say it. It's the longest running football tournament that there's been in history. I believe that that's true. I'm pretty sure it's like 175 years or something like that. I was at the 150th year, I think, actually. Either way, it's a super cool card.
Well,
and I don't know how many cards are left. I should look, but that's awesome. Me saying it's the longest running competition makes me sound like
an boys. I did not.
It was quite an amazing game, Du Bois. I watched it. I was glued to the TV. That is
Easter Sunday and all. Did not have Arsenal and Liverpool on today, especially with West Coast time.
Oh, true. That's probably running right during church and everything.
Yep.
I made sure that was on the TV at the brunch I was at. Well, all of us guys were watching this. It was awesome. And guys and girls were watching too.
I like it.
How many cards we got left here?
41. Yeah. Library. Biblioteca. That's Spanish, yeah. Aaron, if you didn't know that.
Right. I had no idea. Thanks for filling me in. What do you call a book? What's a book in Spanish, Nate? Oh my gosh. It's a libro, bro.
I wanted to say that, but then I was like, that just sounds like a Pokemon.
True, Max. I do see that happening. I do see them winning every match and then winning the league. Or maybe not winning every match, but I just feel like that it's inevitable. But they do have an easier schedule by far, too. What basically would be poetry is Chelsea at least drawing or beating Arsenal and then them losing to City the next week, and then Arsenal loses the league. At least we're at home for that game. We've got 37 cards left. I feel
not
like
going to happen.
I mean, it'd make my season.
It would. That's loser talk, though. You're being a Vikings Bears fan right now.
I have to say that was biggest loser talk I may have ever. That
was the most Minnesota. You grew up in Minnesota for a long time, and it affected you I've ever seen. Like, most of the time, you're pretty good. That was the most Minnesota sports fan thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. You'd be more happy watching Arsenal lose than Chelsea win at this point.
I didn't say that. I didn't know. I said that.
Pretty close.
No,
pretty close.
I said us beating you or drawing with you would make my season in a Premier League season that has been terrible.
I think I rescind your Wisconsinite card.
Oh my gosh, get out of here. Says the one living in Washington.
At least it's not Minnesota.
Okay, well, I'm in Wisconsin, so take that.
That's true.
Aaron Nate, what shows are you going to next? Jordan, for sure, for myself and Papa Slabs, it will be in Toronto in 2 weeks. Are you going to Minnesota or Toronto, Jordan? Yeah, that would be crazy, wouldn't that be? Max, are we down to 24 cards yet? 32. Can't get over
how to tell, honestly.
It's up in the top left now, Nate.
Oh, yeah, I would never have spotted that.
It took me a second to realize it.
And the next one I will be at, unless there's a regional Washington show I can get to, which there aren't many, unfortunately. The National. There
you go. That's crazy to say that. Although Burbank does not happen until after the National, which we will
September.
Be there. Are you going to Miami F1 GP? I will not be. That is massive moolah. All right, everyone, drop a number 1 in the chat. You see Asian Punk and Tony doing it right now. That means you can enter yourself into the Dwayne Wade giveaway that will be happening here in the next few minutes. We will leave that open until 10:10 p.m. Central Time. Put the number 1 in the chat. We're talking Dwayne Wade tonight because we were debating about 2003 versus 1996 Topps Chrome basketball. So I might as well give away the D Wade as we were talking about him, and someone else says he's a top 3 shooting guard of all time. You can't tell me that none of those cards ended. All right, there's 26. It's taking so long to inch to that final amount. I'm getting
we're close.
I'm getting antsy to pick. There's a bunch of random Pokemon there.
How are we ever going to pick amongst all these Pokemon? You know what's going to happen.
What?
It's going to be like 6 Pokemon left.
It will be. Still 26. Well, I mean, there's only been 30 seconds ago. And that Sanchez is still going, which is kind of funny.
Man, still 26. Even though the window hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how. I'm just getting the names pulled up here so I can access for the giveaway. Is this window done yet? 2 seconds.
2 seconds. Did I win last week with Mike Trout?
You did, unfortunately. We're down at 23. All right, time to pick. Don't tell me you're picking Mike Trout again.
No, I'm not picking Mike Trout again.
I think I'm going to go with I'm going with the Beatles card. Nate, just pick something random here.
Yeah, okay. Go up. I'm going.
It has to be red.
Team card.
This?
Go up. Nope.
You want Brazil?
Keep going. It's soccer. It's like soccer or something.
Yeah, Brazil. It's right here.
Oh yeah, your screen phrase. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
All right. Well,
I don't know what that is, but
it's Brazil's team shot from 2014. You and I both might be losing here quite fast. That'd be quite sad, actually.
Well, you can't win them all.
Yeah, I guess when you win last.
Well, if we lose quickly, we can go right on to the giveaway.
That's true.
Oh, you moved on.
Oh, you bet I moved on.
And I think I'm done.
Wow.
That's from first to worst.
No,
I think that was probably an error.
no, I don't think so. Oh wait, the price didn't move. Wait, did it?
It was at 70, I think, actually.
Oh, yeah, I think you're
Was
safe.
it? Was it at 74?
I don't know. I can't
don't know.
remember. I just closed off the giveaway.
I mean, it hasn't undone, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, Tony, I've been to Vegas a few times since they started building the F1 area. That thing is massive, that permanent paddock they're putting in there. It's crazy to think actually in Vegas that they are putting in like a permanent Formula One experience. It's massive. Like, it's really big. It's going to be pretty sick.
Especially when there's not going to be a Vegas in like 10 years because all the water's gone.
Is there a massive drought there?
Well, I don't know how it's been doing this year, but you had to have seen all the Lake Mead stuff last year, right?
No. Wait, are we serious that I just lost that name?
Really?
Oh my gosh. No, I did not actually. I'm not plugged in that aspect as much as I probably should.
Yeah, Lake Mead water levels going like historically low. Problems with it's big issues.
Got you. Well, hopefully
they found a lot of crime from the Las Vegas in Lake Mead.
Oh,
as the water levels dipped.
That sounds not good.
Yeah.
They're willing to tear down some iconic spots in Las Vegas for us. Really looking forward to it. Wow.
Wait, so I beat you?
Yeah, the fact that you beat me when I was clearly moving on to the next round and yours was a little sketchy is kind of concerning for me. But I guess, oh my gosh, you can't tell me this guy's going to win.
I'll take it. I'm not going to win. There's no way I win.
No.
There's a million Pokemon cards. We all know what's going to happen. It's going to be Pokemon cards left.
Yeah. I might run this giveaway here in the next. No, we'll wait a little bit longer actually because there's so many things left. There's all these Pokemon, man. They're
all from Pokemon.
1999, 2000, Gym Challenge. They're all CGC 10s. But Mike Trout team set, baby. How big
I'm very confused by that.
Was this? Oh, this was like a.
Oh, maybe it's
like a 5x7.
Box topper?
It's like a 5x7, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. It must come out of the team set, but aren't team sets small? Like, how would a box topper come out of a team set? Oh, that's cool. That's an autograph. Kobe. That's super sick. Water's better now in Vegas.
Oh, there you go.
Sounds good. Well, it looks like F1 will be around. Let's go. And also, people's water will be around. More important.
That is important.
Yeah. Very.
And I'm still moving on. Ooh, let's see how many I beat here.
Oops. There is now 6 Pokemon left. 6. No, 7.
Pretty close. 11?
Yep, there's 11. Yours already got a bid. Ooh, DJ Quicksilva. Nice.
Sweet.
At this point, I'm convinced that you are
easy work. To whoever's.
Yeah, that's my point. That thing just got up to 100 now.
You cut out.
I stopped.
I don't know what you said. You cut out, but I'm assuming you said something wrong. Oh.
I did not cut out. I just stopped talking.
Let's go. Oh, come on.
My point is what I was saying was I think someone is giving you a nice helping hand here on this card because I did not. That thing went from like $25 to this. Maybe it's like 40.
Thank you.
I don't know that for sure.
It was like $70 when we started.
Okay. It probably was. Yeah, I put a bid in at 35 a long time ago, but definitely did not win it. There's 9 left.
What are we at now? 9?
There's 9, yeah.
All right, top 10. Top 10. It's all these stupid Pokemon. It's going to be impossible to beat.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Normally those get you in the end.
Also, jumping up to $100 is tough.
Yeah, it did jump up a little fast. And there she goes.
I have no idea what you said.
It's
I
gone.
think I'm frozen.
No, it's gone. Can you not hear me? Nate, oh, Nate, you're back now. I see you now. Well, if Nate can hear me or not hear me, we'll see
I
when
can
he.
kind of hear.
You back? He might be froze. No, he's breathing. I see him breathing.
I can kind of hear you, but nothing's working on the screen.
That's because I probably.
No, it's glitchy.
Well, here I am. Here I am running this giveaway before something happens. So I'm gonna run the giveaway. Nate, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. Good luck, everyone. For the
Did I
Dwayne Wade.
lose?
Yeah, you lost. It ended.
Am I out?
You're out. There's only 5. There's 5 Pokemon cards left.
Was it just Pokemon left?
Yes, there's just 5 Pokemon left.
I knew it.
All right. 1 time, 2 times, and what do you got, Nate? I'm taking Luke.
All right, let me zoom in here.
Luke.
All right, I'm taking Adam Holgate. Feels like a winner tonight. Adam does.
Adam Holgate, Nate Scott. Good luck.
30, number 30.
J Nice Cards gets the Dwayne Wade. Dan's at the very bottom. We don't have 2 giveaways though tonight, Dan. Sorry about that. Just 1. Luke got 39 and Adam got 24. So J Nice Cards. Congratulations on winning the Dwayne Wade. Please send myself an email, info@slabstocks.com. If you hop onto your PWCC account, you hit preferences, you go copy the identity key and you email it to me or to us. You will be able to get your card for free. So we appreciate you all for being here tonight. Yes, there's some Pokemon still going. If you are in on Pokemon, feel free to go at it, bid on them. Pete, we'll take this as the last question of the night. Earlier, and also DJ Quicksilva, do you win that Kobe? Did you win that Kobe? Pete says, earlier you guys were talking about the Acuna Sapphire rookie opposed to the bat down. What do you think about the Chronicles Emerald rookie F5 going up next week? If pop count matters, that is a rare card, right? Well, here's the thing, Pete. In my opinion, pop count matters on cards that are desirable versus each other. I just don't see that Chronicles Emerald rookie out of 5 non-licensed being desirable, even if it's out of 5 in the future. I'd 100% recommend taking the money if it's equal to like the bat down or the Sapphire specifically, which I doubt it would be. That seems like a lot for a Chronicles Emerald. Would way rather have into that Sapphire rookie. Nate, you agree with that?
I agree.
All right.
I agree.
Of course, you're welcome, Jay Nice. Max, thanks for coming tonight. Appreciate you, bro. And DJ, congrats on the Kobe. You got it. Very nice card. Thank you, Matthew Johnson. See you tomorrow night. And we will see you all tomorrow night indeed for Slab Stocks Live, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Happy Easter to everyone. I appreciate everyone being here. And we hope you have a great rest of your night. And we'll see you all tomorrow night for Slab Stocks Live here on the Slab Stocks YouTube channel.